Hey everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to Today I Feel Like. My router died and I've had it for about 5 years or so. And so I decided to grab a new router. And so this time I went for the TP-Link AX3000 Gigabit router. We're gonna unbox it and try it out and see how it goes and how it works and see if it's faster than the one that I currently have from my ISP. So let's jump into it and here we go. All right, so let's unbox this bad boy, and after I do, I'm gonna run a couple of tests. I wanna see what speeds I'm getting with my ISP provided router, and then we'll hook up the new router and we'll see what we're getting with the new router. So here we have it. This is the TP-Link AX3000. This is the 4-stream gigabit Wi-Fi 6 router. And we can see it's the model is the Archer AX3000. It says it has next-gen gigabit Wi-Fi up to 3 gigabits. It says connects more devices with OFDMA technology. Intel home Wi-Fi chipset for Wi-Fi 6 gig plus performance and maximum coverage with beamforming. So, and there we go. Again, we can see it says Wi-Fi 6 gig plus by Intel. These are some speeds we can look forward to. So we're looking at 2402 or 2.4 gigabits, or excuse me, megabits per second on the 5 gigahertz network, and then 574 megabits with the 2.4 gigahertz. So we're looking at 2,402 megabits or 2.4 gigabits. So, and then we can see there's 1 gigabit WAN, 1 gigabit LAN, and we also have a USB 2 port on there. And let's see, on the side here, if we can see that, it says this is what the router is going to look like, but we'll take a look at that. We'll see the package content, so we'll move away from that. And then we also see on the back here, it says 3 times faster speed, backwards compatible. So even if you have devices that may not use the latest technology, it's still going to be backwards compatible. It says 75% lower latency to take advantage of ultra low latency to enjoy responsive gaming and seamless video conferencing. Save clients' battery life by target wake schedules and connection time and battery powered devices to reduce their power consumption. So yeah, lots and lots on here. We can see on here we're going to get 4 different landline or Ethernet ports on there so that we can plug in. So all right, let's get this thing opened up here so we can take a quick look at it, and let's cut through this plastic so that we can get this out of the box and see what the router is going to look like in person. We can get an idea what it's going to look like from the picture right there, but we want to see what the actual real deal looks like. So let's go ahead and slide this thing on out, and there we go. All right, set that box off to the side. It looks like we're going to get a can't connect to a router. It's going to be, I guess this is going to be it says some older versions of driver software for wireless devices are incompatible. So there may be some of that. They're just giving us a warning up front, getting a public license notice. And then we're going to get a quick installation guide in here telling us how we can install the device. And it looks like, or the router, it looks like there's actually an app that we can use to do a quick install on there. So I may give that a shot. One of the reasons why I actually chose this router is because I can install a VPN on it. And that's something that I want to have with whatever router I use. So yeah, all right. We're also going to get it looks like a warranty card, and it looks like it's going to have the router password on there. So, all right, we'll have to use that later. Let's see here. We have the router here itself, and let's get this out of the plastic. It's longer than I expected. I thought it was going to be a little bit. I thought it was going to be a little bit more square, but it's definitely longer than it is wide. So let's get that off there, and here we have it. That's it. So yeah, it's definitely a different look of a router. So let's see. We'll put that up there, and there we go. So that's it right there. And yeah, pretty cool. All right. We also get an Ethernet cable here, and so we get a couple of other things, and we get a couple of other things in the box here. So just the power cable, an Ethernet cable, and we have the router. So let's go ahead and get this all hooked up and try this out. But before we do, I want to run a couple of speed tests with my tablet and my computer to see what we're getting with the Wi-Fi, with the router from my ISP. Then we'll go ahead and hook this up and we will see what kind of speeds we're going to get from this router here. All right, so I have my computer here. I'm going to head over to the speed test website so that we can run a quick speed test on my computer here. So let's hop in. And the first thing that I want to check is to make sure I am on the right network. So here we are, and yep, I am on the network. That is the one from my ISP router. And here is the speed test website. So I'm going to go ahead and click go. And this is going to start rolling out and see what we get here. Now I am supposed to get near gigabit speed, around 900 and some odd megabits a second. Like I think it's like 974 or something like that. So we'll see if I get anywhere close to that. And it looks like right now I'm getting about 381, it says. And then my upload speeds are around 30, looks like it's about 31, 32, 33, 30, about 33 is gonna creep over. Yep, it's got over 34 there. So it looks like we're about 34 megabits up. So we're getting 381 down and 34 megabits up. So this is considerably slower than what I'm supposed to get. It doesn't surprise me at all because with my ISP router that I had before this one, I never got the speeds that they promised, but when I used a separate dedicated Wi-Fi router that was faster than the one they provided, then I was getting closer to those speeds. So I just want to do one other thing. I just want to go ahead and test my tablet because I use my tablet a lot. So we'll test that right quick and we'll see how that one works out as far as speed as well. All right, so I went ahead and grabbed my tablet and I opened up the speed app. Let's go ahead on in and we can see it is right here and it is connected to the same server. I'm gonna go ahead and click go and we're gonna let that run for a minute and see what we get out of it. So there we go. It looks like we're getting, oh yeah, we're getting faster speeds on my tablet here. It looks like we're at 400 and something megabits, 430, it's going up to about 440. Let's see, we'll get, yeah, we're at 450 there, 470. Yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty good there. And then my upload speeds, we're at about 35 there. So yeah, so 34, really close to 35 there. So we're at 30, probably going to be around somewhere in the 34 section. So there we go. We're getting 472 down and 34 up. So yeah, that's pretty good speeds right there. So all right, let's go ahead, get this router set up now, and then let's come back and test this again and see what kind of speeds we're going to get connected to the new router. All right, so I went ahead and set the router up and it's all ready to go. And I have to say that the setup process was absolutely amazing. It was so simple. It was set up on the first try. I didn't have to do anything weird. It just was a very pleasant, easy setup experience. So big ups to TP-Link for that one. So I have my computer here. I also have my tablet. This is my Galaxy Tab S7. And so we're gonna go ahead and run the test again and see what kind of speeds we get on both networks again. So let me go ahead and run a test first on the new network, and then we'll run a test on the network that's connected to my my ISP's modem. So let's hop onto the computer. And the first thing we want to do is just come here and make sure that we're connected to my network. So there is my network that is with the TP-Link router, my new router. So let me just go ahead and go to the speed test website. And here we are. We are now on the speed test website. So I'm going to go ahead and click go. And this is going to start running the test and we'll see what kind of speeds we get here. And there we go. And it's, yeah, it's not quite as fast as I was expecting. I thought we were going to get a lot faster speeds there, but we're getting right around 260, 270 there. So yeah, we're getting about 270 down and we're getting 30 something up there. So we're getting our upload speeds where they should be, but our download speeds are pretty abysmal. I mean, I'm supposed to be getting gigabit speeds. So I believe they said that it caps out really around 970, something like that. So, but I'm only getting 250. So I'm getting about, maybe a quarter of what I'm supposed to get, a little more than a quarter of what I'm supposed to get. But We can see here I'm getting 267.32 and for down and 34.08 up. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the ISP modem, and that is going to be this one here, this setup name. So we'll click on that, and let's go ahead and run this test again and see what we get. And there we go. We can see it is off and running, and yeah. I mean, right now this seems like the network is running slow. I am getting some pretty slow speeds right there, but they're definitely my router, my TP-Link router, is definitely faster on the download speeds. It looks like it's going to be about the same on the upload speeds. I'm getting around 34 megabits upload, and I'm getting only 60 down on the ISP router right now. That's really, really bad. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run this test again. And let me just go ahead and click that again and run it. I'm going to refresh the page here. And I'm going to go ahead and click go again. And I'm going to run this one more time with the ISP router. And yeah, so we're going to see this is about where we're getting again. I don't know why the network is so slow right now, but it is very, very slow. And so we are definitely getting faster speeds with the TP-Link router. So that's good to see. At least we know we're getting some fast speeds. We're actually getting like double the speeds we were. And that's what I was really hoping for, that we would get much faster speeds. However, we are still getting much slower speeds than we were before. And there we can see the final result. It looks like we're going to get about 114 down and 35 up. And that is with the ISP router. So all right, let me go ahead and just run one more test on my new TP-Link router there. So let me see what we're going to get. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the speed test website, and I'm going to go ahead again and click on go and see what we get. So let's see if we're going to get any better speeds this time than we got last time. And we can see there the speeds are a little bit slower than they were last time, but they're close to about the same there. So we're going to get about 190 something megabits down, maybe 180. So yeah, it looks like the network is running really, really slow right now for whatever reason, and we're still going to get the same upload speeds, about 35 megabits up. So yeah, it's pretty consistent on both sides as far as what the speeds are going to be. So all right, there we have it. Let's go ahead and move on and see what kind of speeds we're going to get on my tablet here. And again, this is my Samsung Tab S7. So let's go ahead and hook up the network and try it on here. All right, so one of the nice things about running this test on a tablet or a mobile device is that there's actually an app for it. So I already have the app open. We can see it right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and click on go and let that run there. So we'll see what we're going to get here with it. And it looks like, yeah, so just like before, we're getting faster speeds on the tablet than we are on my computer there. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a faster, more up-to-date Wi-Fi modem on my tablet than there is on my computer. So my computer is a couple years old, so that may play into it. But yeah, so it looks like we're going to get about 295 down, and we're going to get about 32 up. Now, you know what? I'm not even sure which network I'm connected to. I didn't check. So let me go ahead and check. And it looks like I'm connected to my Wi-Fi route. I mean, to my ISP router. So that one was a test with my ISP router. So let me go ahead and switch this up. So let me go ahead and connect now to my new TP-Link router and see what we're going to get. So there we go. We're going to get that connected. And let's go ahead and run this test again. And we'll go ahead now and hit go. And it looks like it's on a different server, but we're just going to let it run anyways and see what it gives us. And it looks like we're going to get about close to the same speeds. Actually, it's a little bit slower on this one. That could be because it is on a different server that's a little bit further away. But we'll go ahead and see what it gives us, and then I think we'll switch it out to a closer server. Yeah, we can see that the upload speeds on this one are really, really dreadful. They're dropping all the way down to like 4 megabits or something like that. Yeah, so we can see there the final results, and that's looking pretty bad. So yeah, look, I'm going to run this test one more time here, and I'm going to go ahead and switch this out, and I'm going to go to this server right here, the Fairfax Cox Nova one. We'll click go. and we'll see if this is going to make any difference on the speed since it is closer to me instead of going all the way into a further server out in DC. So it looks like we're going to get about, you know, so we're getting about the same on the download side. On the upload side, again, we're looking like we're getting some pretty slow speeds there. It just is dropping out. The upload speeds are just dropping out. It's a little bit better, but it's not doing as well. So, yeah, I have to say, it's a little disappointing right here. You know, I mean, I was hoping that the new router would really just blow past the speeds that I'm getting with my ISP's router, but I mean, the ISP router is hanging tough. And I have to admit, my previous ISP router was terrible, was absolute garbage, and so I always ran my own personal, you know, Wi-Fi router because that's where I got the best speeds from. But it looks like here, I may be getting the best speeds from my ISP's router. So, yeah, I don't know. I have to really think about if I'm going to keep this TP-Link AX3000 or not, if I'm going to send it back, if I'm going to go ahead and return it, because I mean, if I'm not getting faster speeds, I have to decide why I want to keep it. So, I mean, there are some other reasons, like my ISP router only has 2 Ethernet ports in there, so it's nice to be able to connect, you know, my other devices, like, you know, like my Xbox and my, you know, my Android TV box and my Apple TV and my smart TV. It's nice to be able to connect all those things directly to an Ethernet port with a landline, so you don't have to worry about any buffering. You can get the fastest speeds that you can there. So, but yeah, I have to admit, TP-Link, I'm a little disappointed I'm not getting faster speeds out of this router. All right, everyone, so there we have it. That is it. That is a look at the TP-Link AX3000. That is the Archer AX3000 Gigabit Wi-Fi router, and it's a decent router. I mean, it's not bad. I have to decide whether I'm going to keep it or not because I'm not getting the speeds that I was hoping to get out of this. I don't know if it's my network or if it is the router. I do know my network is not running as fast as it should. I do have a gigabit network plan, a gigabit internet plan, and I'm not getting those anywhere near those speeds. I do have a technician that's going to come out to check that, but I should be getting at least as fast as my ISP's Wi-Fi router is providing me. And when I'm not getting that, that's a little bit disappointing. So, but you know, it is what it is. I'll make up my mind because there are other reasons to keep it. Like I mentioned, it does have 4 Ethernet ports on there, so I can plug in hardline 4 other devices, which is really nice. Also, the TP-Link router allows me to connect a VPN on it or load a VPN on it, so I can then have all of my devices connected to a VPN when I'm using it. So, and if you're interested in that, I am going to make a video on how to load a VPN on there. So, you know, I'll do that. If I decide to take it back, I'll do that before I take it back. If I decide to keep it, I'll do that and then just keep it. So, yeah. Anyways, however the case, I'm going to leave a link to this product down below in the video description so that you can check it out. I'm also going to leave a link to my Amazon page and all my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Instagram. And I am Larry with Today I Feel Like. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.